What up, G-Life? It's your boy, MC Shadow, back at you with another video. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Is absolutely free. That is how you help my channel get into the algorithm. Highly appreciate if you go ahead and do that. Now, what I wanted to get into was actually something that, I don't know if it was just today, or I don't know if the video must have came out or something, bro, but the whole Lazy Boy, Lefty Gunplay fiasco, right? This is one of my most requested, topic in a while, right? I think next to the Savage Studio passing away, this is probably the next one that my shit. I checked my email and I was mind blown of how many people were hitting me up. All right, there's a few subjects that we're gonna get through, right? But all regarding the same thing, right here. But first, we'll start with the Bocho discussing something with some other channel, Nino America, which go subscribe, go show them love, and go peep out the channels, right? But they were having a discussion, right? And I actually wanted to start there, right, with this video, right? Because a few people did send me this link, right, to the discussion, right? Which was, is there a difference between northern Southerners and down south Southerners? No, there's no difference. They're all the same. There's no such thing as upstate, down south. It's all one and the same. Do homies from down south respect the upstaters? Of course we do. They're homeboys. They're not bootleg or less than southern homies just because they're up there, bro. That's ridiculous. That's the most dumbest thing I ever heard. It doesn't matter where the hell they're at. If they're with the program, they're with the program. Period. People may not like that. Like I said, I don't get in my feelings. I don't come on here and try to take sides. I'm going to spit the truth, call it for what it is. No added salsa to it. Just take it or leave it. It doesn't even matter, bro. This is what it is. You may not like it. Oh, well. Because a lot of people take shots because they're in their feelings, bro. They dislike certain individuals, and that's the reason they say the comments that they're saying, but they're lying. And liars, I mean, if we're claiming to be real, how are you going to be lying then? Truth of the matter is that upstate homies are with the business. Northerners know that. That's why they have this dislike and this hatred towards them. There's been deaths on both sides. Southerners are not downer than Northerners, and Northerners are not downer than Southerners. They all have their down homies, their righteous homies, their witted homies, the homies that are going to defend their side no matter what. Get what I'm saying? This illusion thinking that they don't have homies that are down, or this side is better, or this side is better. It's all the same shit, bro, just different sides. You know what I mean? You may not like that, but hey, it's the honest truth, bro. They have riders. You're not going to be able to tell me that you're going to grab a Southerner and throw him where the Northerners are at, and he's going to be moving around all good. And you're not going to tell me you're going to grab a Northerner and throw him on the Southern side, and he's going to be moving all good. They're going to be on their toes. You want to know why? Because they are aware of what the other side is capable of. They're not stupid. So this illusion thinking that they fools ain't shit and shit like that is fucking stupid. You get what I mean? So they know what the sides are capable of doing. I mean, let's be real here. Because all this other shit is just fucking lies and hating and a bunch of female games, bro. Serio. It's crazy how people be acting. But so, no, the upstate homies are there, right? And they're about their business. Now, they don't have an identity crisis, right? They know what they wanted to be, and that's why they became who they became. No shot at the Northerners, but that's the reason they're Southerners, though, because they don't want to be Northerners. For whatever reason, I don't know the reason why they chose to do that, but that's just what they decided to go with, right? You know what I mean? So, obviously, the Southerners are going to have more numbers just because it's older. That's the reason why. They had a head start in the race, so of course they're going to be able to establish in more locations and everywhere before, there was even a Northerners, right? But that's the only reason why. It's not that because, Northerners didn't cut it to be Southerners. That's one of the things I hear people say, which is stupid, bro, in itself too. You know what I mean? Because the upstaters are coming from the same area as the northerners. So saying that is like disrespecting the upstaters, homies, because that's the areas they're brought in. So that makes no sense when people say stupid shit like that, even from southerners, right? You know, shit like that just makes no sense, bro. Because like you're taking a shot at these areas, but that's the same areas that these upstater homies are coming from, bro. So that's like you're insulting them. Because look, maybe in the beginning, you know, you had homies from down south that moved upstate, right? And they, you know, established, right? And schooled these individuals, and that's how you got the homies up there, right? And in the beginning, obviously, since that was the schooling that they got, they embraced more of the southern culture, right? Maybe LA Dodgers or whatever the hell, right? But as the generations now, you know, these homies are now born and raised from these cities and areas. They're proud of the areas they come from. They're proud to rep it. I talk to a lot of upstate homies, and they're all Golden State Warrior fans. They're Kings fans. You know what I mean? These are the teams that they root for, and they have, you know, Tula County, all you know, big, and you know, Shark Staddles, and you know, Shark Tank, and you know what I mean. This is the stuff that these homies have tattooed on them big, and what they're repping, bro. The Shark, you know, the hockey team, the team, the San Jose Shark, they got the gear on. That's the teams that these fools are rooting for. They're like, fuck the Lakers, dog, or fuck the Dodgers, dog, you know. Bro, they're proud of the areas they come from. You know what I mean? That has nothing to do with they're confused or an identity crisis. They're going to be proud of the area. Just because they're Southerners doesn't mean that they're going to embrace everything from down here, bro. Homies down here have been rocking Giants gear since forever. And 49ers. You should get what I'm saying? Homie style is a little bit different. We don't care about shit like that. And, you know, like I said, the schooling is now different for these upstate because they're now, you know, homebreded homies now instead of the ones that were being indoctrinated from down here. So obviously they have their own identity to them. So it's not that they have an identity crisis. They know damn well who they want to be and what they want to represent. You know what I mean? And so one of the arguments is like, but still, bro, they're from Northern California. How are they going to be Southerners, bro? That makes no sense. You have Northerners in Washington State. You have Northerners in Oregon. You have Northerners in Utah. You have Northerners in Texas. You have Northerners in Mexico who are born from these areas. They're born in Washington, born in Texas, born in Mexico, who are now repping the North. Oh, yeah, I'm aware of the Northerners and their stuff, bro. You know, like I said, bro, homies, you know, tap in with me and you know, show me respect and let me know what's up. And I actually also talk to Southern homies in these areas who say that they beef it with these vatos in their areas. So they're there, right? So how come they're not saying, well, how are they Northerners if they're not from Northern Cali? They're not from Northern California. They never been to Northern California, so how are they Norteños? Right there, they don't say nothing. They're like, yeah, homie, those are Northerners. They're the homies right there. They representing it. But they never been to Northern Cali. You're telling the Southerners, y'all never been from Southern California. You're from Northern Cali, so you guys are Northerners. Well, I guess since the Northerners are deep down in Texas or in Mexico, since that's deep south, they must be Southerners. Right? If we're going to use your logic? Come on, homie. Keep that shit real. Lies, you can't pass lies off and expect people to be, dog, just tell the truth. And now, when Southerners say, all these fools are farmers and they're this and that, bro, you know that shit's a fucking lie. Those motherfuckers are gangsters that will blow your fucking dome off. Who are you trying to fool? You know damn well you wouldn't walk through these fools' areas like it's all gravy. You know you wouldn't. Because you know what these fools will do. Because they will handle business. There's a lot of upstate homies that have been smoked by these individuals. And vice versa. When Northerners be like, oh, these upstaters homies ain't about shit. And then why are there so many, Northerners that have fell? And like I said, when upstaters be like, well, these fools are farmers, they don't put in work, then why is there so many upstater homies that have passed away? Bro, the lies are not working, my guy. Because the fucking facts tell the truth. And if you're going to try to pass off lies when you're claiming you're solid, it's just a goofy entertainment, bro. You know, I come and I give everybody the respect because I know what the truth is. I'm not stupid. Why would I try to pass off lies and then claim to be real? Both sides have the business. Both sides are about their business. Both sides are proud to be raza. Both sides. Shit's no joke. But better stay in school, because then you'll end up in bullshit like this, and you don't want a part of this, bro, because it ain't even worth it. But I'm saying the streets are deadly. With any group, Bloods, Crips, Asians, North, South. You know what I mean? All this other shit that people are repeating is just retarded, bro. And lies, a bunch of lies. Trying to pass off that one side's better than the other when, bro, they're both the same. They both got killers, riders, weenies, rats, pussies, down homies, witted homies. But there you have both sides have them all. Both sides have dropouts. Both sides have fallouts or whatever the fuck and all this and that. And both sides have homies doing lives that are witted. I mean, come on now, bro. It's all the same. You know what I mean? I know, pride. But just because you're prideful in your side doesn't mean you get to spread lies and say that you're keeping it 100, bro. It just doesn't. Because someone that saw it will tell you what it is and be straight up. They don't got to play the games. You know what I mean? Because then if not, you're just passing off lies. You're phony. You're fake. And like I said, there's no need to be dissing anybody on the internet. Because if you really feel that strong, go tell them in person. Facts over feelings. Now, about the Lazy Boy and Lefty Gunplay, yeah, it should be kept off rap and stuff like that, but I get it. From a business point of view, this is good for business for them. Good publicity. People are going to be talking about them more. It's going to generate a buzz for both of these individuals who are getting ready to drop CDs or albums or hits or whatever the hell, right? It's going to bring, because people are going to want to hear they mention each other, right? So it's good for business. Anybody who's in business could tell you that this generates good business. Everybody does it. You see these rappers, Eazy's with the Death Rows and the Nas versus Jay-Z's and the WCW versus WWF and you get what I mean? Everybody does it, bro. It's good for business because people eat it up. So I believe this is obviously because it's a marketing ploy, fool. They probably do feel like that, but they see, hey, like this, we're actually telling how we feel, and people are gonna be now scoping us out. Because let's face it, people are gonna eat it up because people love that kind of shit. Honestly, all this shit should be left off of music. Because if you really feel some way towards somebody, you go tell them in person. Because everything else is far from real. I'm just saying, that's my thoughts. Leave your thoughts in the comments. Share it.